So you're thinking of quitting your job, and I'm going to show you in this video a step-by-step way that you can go from just being dissatisfied to actually quitting your job. And I'll tell you kind of my story of how I went about quitting my job a number of years ago. So quitting my job was one of the best decisions I ever made. I quit my job in 2012. I worked for a marketing agency, and I was making about $6,000 a month at the time, which was, it's not a lot of money in LA. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I was just completely dissatisfied with my work. There was no way I could move up the ladder, and my boss was never present, and then when he was, he yelled at me, and none of my coworkers were people I would even hang out with in real life. And I felt trapped. I had an hour drive each way to work, and there's no way to describe it other than feeling trapped. And quitting my job, I ended up actually working for myself and being an entrepreneur was one of the best decisions of my life. And in this video, I'm going to go over the 5 steps that I took and that I would encourage you to take when quitting your job, whether you're going on to another job that pays you better or whether you're going on to be self-employed. I'm going to address both of those scenarios in number 4 here. At the end, I'll tell you a little bit about what I did after my job and what I do currently to make my full-time income working from home. So just a little warning here is the first step is something you probably won't want to do, but this is actually, I would say, the most important. And that step is working really hard. Be the best freaking darn employee you can possibly be. Don't let your bosses have any reason to fire you. In fact, if you're doing sales or marketing, hit all your goals, hit all your quotas. If you're doing support or whatever, hit all your numbers and surpass them. Be early to work, be late to leave. Do everything that would make you an all-star, standout employee. Now, you might be thinking I'm crazy, but there's a reason for this, and it's because it gives you, big L word, leverage, okay? You want to quit on your terms, and you don't want to burn bridges because you may need those bridges in the future, but quit on your terms and you will not only make more money, but you'll have more options available to you. Now, the second step is do research. Now, when I say research, I mean research of other jobs you can get in your area or research into side hustles that you can do to add to your income or even replace it. Now, the best way of doing research is talking to all of the customers. And again, if you are working really hard, you should be forming relationships with the customers. You should be, or your clients, or whoever you're interacting with in your business. You should be amiable. You should build rapport. Don't just go to work and just try to pass the day. Really work hard, but building those relationships with those clients, really focus on the ones who are making the most money. If you work at a bank, start talking to the biggest clients, the ones that have the biggest bank accounts, and say, oh, sir, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? Or if you work at a car wash, ask somebody who comes in with a nice car. Say, oh, sir, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? You have a Mercedes-Benz. That's pretty nice. Or whatever that is. If you're in a poor area, maybe the people in your area don't have Ferraris or Lamborghinis, but whatever is relatively nice. Start asking questions. Figure out what people are doing to earn good money in your area, what the biggest business owners are doing, what the biggest people with the most amount of money are doing. If you work in customer service for AT&T, or if you repair houses or do electrical work, talk with your clients, be friendly, and do research, because the more questions you ask, and remember, ask a lot of questions. How do you do it? Would one get into your industry? Those are good questions. I would write those down. I'm just going to repeat them again. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? How does one get into your industry? How did you get into that business? Ask those questions and you'll start getting people to open up about what they do, because the natural next thing is, if they have job positions available and if they like you, if you're doing your job again, working really hard and being amiable, they may even offer you a position and you can get job offers from that, simply by being friendly and asking questions and showing you are a motivated person. Now, this next step is going to require you cutting back some stuff. And again, I never said quitting your job is easy, but it is important. And if you hate your boss, if you hate your work, you're going to do this really hard, and the cutbacks are going to be really severe. Save every single penny you can. Save that money, okay? Cut back. Live with your parents. Live with your girlfriend. Live with your boyfriend. Get a cheaper car. Do whatever you can to save money. Don't eat out. Prepare your meals that you bring to work each day. Whatever you need to do, save as much money as you can, because quitting your job can be a very scary thing. And you probably need at least, I'd say, a month or two, or preferably 3 months of whatever your basic needs are to quit your job, okay? My barometer for quitting your job would be 3 months savings. Now, just a quick note, I didn't quit when I had 3 months of savings left. You know, I was living paycheck to paycheck at my job, but I was earning an income on the side. So I didn't necessarily follow that advice, but do whatever you feel best with. Again, this is your life, and the time to quit your job, generally you only get a narrow window when you hit all of these requirements. I'm going to go over the next one, which is really important just right now. So if you're like me, I was quitting my job to work for myself. I never wanted to work for a boss again, and I started doing side hustles, okay? So number 4 is side hustles, and if you're looking to work for another company, that's fine. You know, you're gonna need a job offer before you quit your current company, but either way, if you're doing side hustles are a great way to save money, whether that means driving for Lyft or driving for Uber or doing TaskRabbit or many of the other ways you can earn money online. Side hustles are great. Which brings me to this is a great time to just, if you're looking for extra ways to earn money, slam that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give this video a big thumbs up if you're learning something here, because it's a scary process, but I actually go over on the rest of my channel a lot of ways that you can earn money online from doing side hustles, working from your home in your spare time. So if you want to check out more ways to earn money online, check out my channel and subscribe, and I'll be showing you many different methods that you can earn a side income. If you actually want to work for yourself and have your side hustle be your main source of income, what I would recommend is that you actually wait until your side hustle replaces your income from your job, okay? In my case, I was making $6,000 a month from my job working for an ad agency in LA. Now, I waited until I was earning my monthly income on the side before I quit my job. So I was making $6,000 from my job, and I was making a little over $6,000 from my side hustle before I quit. Now, if you want to be really conservative, you can actually do the same number, where you can say you can wait until you've replaced your income for 3 months, okay? If you've been able to replace your income for 3 months and you have 3 months of savings, that would be what I consider the most conservative approach to quitting your job. Now, in my case, I didn't care. I just wanted out. So I waited. The second I was able to replace my income with my side hustle, I quit. And the way I replaced my income was I got some of my own clients to do advertising for on the side. I was out at hotels and I was out at conferences pitching my own clients to work directly for me. So congratulations. This last step is the best. And it was my favorite one. And that's quitting. So quitting is the best. And especially if you've taken these steps to quitting your job, where you've saved up 3 months of your expenses and you've been able to either replace your income or get a job offer because you were doing the research and you're making friends with wealthier people that you interact with, then you'll be in a good position to quit your job. Now, I don't recommend just going in and saying, I quit, something like that, what you see in the movies. I actually recommend you never burn those bridges. I recommend you give 30 days notice. Okay, and if you're really taking notes or something, write this down: 30 days notice. Give them a month notice and work hard every single day. Again, never let yourself be known as a lazy worker. Never let yourself be known as somebody with attitude. Never let yourself be known in the workplace as somebody who shows up late or doesn't put their full step forward, because that doesn't serve you and that doesn't help you in your career or in anything, in any area of life. Work really hard and give a month's notice, because remember, your employer probably has to do a lot of work to replace you. And even if they don't, it just shows courtesy. Give them 30 days until you move on to your next job. And if you have another job offer, let them know that you're giving your boss 30 days notice because you want to be courteous and help them transition you out because you are an important employee. And if you do that, your next boss will probably be amazed at the fact that you are such a upright, loyal employee, and they will have a great deal of respect for you, the fact that you're doing that. And that's what I did. I gave 30 days notice. You know, there's more you can do. You can just don't tell your boss, don't give them all the details, don't tell them why you're quitting. You know, just say you're moving on. You don't need to tell them where you're moving on to, whether you are moving on to a side hustle or whether you're moving on to, you know, work for another company. They don't need to know. They don't need to know. Okay? Don't give them all the information. Don't give them attitude. Don't let them know all those things that you want to tell your boss. You're an a-hole, or you suck, or you're a hypocrite. They don't need to know any of that. All they need to know is you're giving them 30 days notice. You're going to be at work on time every single day and do your job for the rest of the month and be the best possible employee, but you don't need to tell them where you're going. That'll freak them out, but the ball's in your court. And frankly, you're moving on to bigger and better things. So congratulations. If this helps you, if this gives you confidence in any way, or if you're going to quit your job, just write down in the comments below, say, I quit. Okay? I quit. And I'd love to see who here this is helping, because if this helps you, just type in I quit, because I really hope to help as many people quit their jobs as possible and work for themselves as I have. Now, a little bit about what I do for a living is I advertise products online. I advertise other people's products online, and I earn a commission. For instance, this book I'm reading by Neal Stephenson, Amazon will pay me to advertise this book online, and they will give me up to 10% commission. So every time I recommend this book to someone and they click my link and buy it, I'll earn $2. 10% of $20. But I do this on a massive scale for a number of companies that I have what are called affiliate agreements with. And basically I sit back and, collect commissions, and I put up posts or ads on Google, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, if you want to learn more about what I do for a living, you can subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos that I've uploaded, where I discuss how I've been able to build my business to, we're on track for $7 million this year, and I have 0 employees. There's a lot of opportunity in my space.